Thanks again for coming to this amazing channel. In this channel, we're talking about constructive development, maximizing your brain potential, and help you grow and communicate better. Today in this video, we are going to speak about the fifth agreement. We already have the description, the four agreements summarized in videos that I have made. You can see the links in the description down below. And today we are going to speak about the fifth agreement, which I just finished reading the book. It was amazing and it was spreading out the message. Let's get some intro. Coming to this amazing channel. Today we are going to speak about the fifth agreement, like we said. A quick review, if you do not watch the videos down below in the description about the last four agreements. I will do it real fast. The first agreement is be impeccable with your word. It means be clarified with your words and do not use them against yourself. The second one is do not make assumption. If you make assumption, you make up a story that doesn't even happen. Third one is always do your best. If you do your best, you have no excuses because you can take responsibility on your action. The fourth one is don't take anything personal, because if you do not take anything personal, you do not get hurt by other stories which is not yours. Don Miguel Ruiz starts his book by telling you that when you have born, and this is actually combined with my knowledge with psychology, we have born to this world and learning so many symbols. For example, we learned that dog, the word dog is actually an animal which going on 4 feet and it's barking, ho ho. This is a dog, and you learn what it look like, how it hearing like, how it feel, how it walks. Now you know the symbol dog equal to this thing, okay? For anything we learned by symbols. For example, we see flag of United States, you know that this is the symbol that present the United States of America. And when you're born, you understand its symbols. And the second part that Don Miguel Ruiz describing is the reward and punishment that society bring us to our life, which is really weird, but we will go into that right now. When we understand that there are symbols we actually have been learning by society, by our parents, by our teachers, or any adult that actually take care of us, and we learn that several actions or behaviors are not good, and some of them are good. They are socialize us from actually born what we should do and what we should not. For example, if you do not do what your mom said, she will be angry at you. She will do to you a face that she's angry. She will not maybe give you attention. She will not maybe give you what you want after that. And you actually got punished. You got me, right? You know this feeling from any adult that you know. In the other end, you can be rewarded for good things. For example, if you did what your mom said to you, you will be rewarded with nice one, Raz, good job, I'm proud of you, I'm happy you did that, or whatever experience or behavior you got from your people that was take care of you. Keep growing up. We understand that several actions are acceptable and several actions are not. And by those, we create our own story, our own narrative of what we should do and what we should not, what is acceptable and what is not. We understand not only symbols, what we see and hear, and actually categorize that and understand something about that, and we also use those against ourselves. So it's not only understanding and socialize ourselves, like understanding what society wants from us by programming by that, it's also about punishment and rewards, acceptable and not. The next step is we creating a story by all of those and make agreements with ourselves, with beliefs and thoughts that we accept with ourselves and live by them. For example, I believe that if I smile to this world, I will be get rewarded by the other people on this planet by smile or good actions or good behavior. This is actually my belief, by the way. You can get it as well, but we will go into the fifth agreement in a second and you will understand how powerful it is. When I know how to communicate by symbols, understand that there is good and bad, or punished or reward, I live by those agreements that I have signed with myself and live by them, and we never doubt. We never doubt if it's good or not. If this agreement actually have been told to me by someone that is no longer relevant to me, or this agreement or this say have been said by someone that didn't even like me or didn't even care about me. We do not even try to actually go back into our past and think about that. And even in this video, I do not want to go into your past. I'm not a psychologist of yours. I just want you to think what actually people gave into your brain until today and help you maximize it and get the most potential your brain has. The fifth agreement that Don Miguel Ruiz give us as a present, as a beautiful present for this situation, that we judge ourselves of others' agreements and says we make ourselves also the guilty, because we judge ourselves, we also the victim and the judgment, and then we feel ashamed of the guilt that we got from society. Who cares? It doesn't matter. We want to live a good and beautiful life and get better, and I just want you to think about that this way. We already signed a toxicity agreement that hurt us, that poison us, and we can choose otherwise. We can choose differently and get a better life, get better result in our life, because these agreements that we once signed with ourselves are no longer needed. Let's give you a nice example. When I was young, I was going to the shower and try to actually got it in time when my mom said, and then I realized that she has been told me to do what she wanted me to do each and every time, and I needed to do that because I was a kid. Even I didn't want to, I had to do it. Today, when my mom can say to me something, I shouldn't really agree, because it's her opinion, this is her life and there is mine. Imagine that you go into a cinema and you go into a movie and you see all the cinema is empty except yourself sitting on a chair looking on the movie of your life, and you sit in behind your character and see the movie. You see all the usual. You see yourself, you see your life, you see your mom, you see your dad, you see your friend, you see your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You got bored and you're going out. You're going to the next cinema, to the next movie, and you get in and you see your mom sitting on a chair looking at her movie of life. You sit behind her and look at a movie, and when you look at a movie, you see another and a new perspective of actually not yours, which is your mom. She look at herself in a certain way that you cannot even know. You do not know how your mom actually look at herself, how she actually realize and see herself. And you say, okay, this is not really my mom, and the movie keep going, and then you see your father and your mom talk to your father, and you see how she looks at him, how she know and respect on him or knows him, and you're amazed. You say, this is not my father. I just saw my father in my own movie. This is not my father. You feel so confused. You keep on going and see your mom meeting you, and you see yourself, how your mom actually sees you, and you're amazed in this point because you see another character. This is not the personality or the character that you think about yourself. You got too much confused and you go again from this cinema, from this movie, and you go to the next one. When you go to the next one, you see your girlfriend sitting again on the chair looking at her movie this time. When you look at her, you see how she actually looks at herself. This is another character at all. She is actually look at herself in another way that you thinking about her. And then it's keep going. You see her mom, her father, and how it's so different than what you know. Then you actually see her, how she meet your mom, and then you get really angry and you actually realize how she look at your mom and what she thinks about her, and this is a whole new story. And you're going out of there, coming back to your own movie. You go again with a new beautiful perspective. You look at your character in the movie, and now there is a new glasses that you put on, and you look with another perspective on yourself. You no longer attached to this image. You no longer attached to the characters around in your movie, your mom, your father, your girlfriend or your boyfriend. It doesn't matter. You understand that each and every one of them has its own reality, his own story, his own movie. And this movie presents his life. Each movie is another story that each and one of us telling to himself by the symbols, by the agreements that he signed with himself, and the judgment and the guilt and all of the addition things we add into our story, which is not even true. You have your own movie, your own truth, and they have their own story and their own truth. In this point, when you realize all of that, Don Miguel Ruiz give us the best solution for that. And the fifth agreement is doubt, but still listen. This agreement is so important. Think about it this way. If you understand that each one of us live his own truth, his own story and movie, and it's own, not mine, and I live my own truth and it's not his and not hers, so we all live in some lie, right? So why wouldn't you actually take it into consideration and doubt in any story that you hear? If someone tell you some story or some message he just talked to you, first doubt on the message, but listen. I don't say to you just doubt in everything and do not believe to anyone because it's shit and no, this is not what I'm saying. I actually want you to first listen, because this is the amazing part of this agreement, but you need to doubt first. When you doubt, you actually make a filter of the message of the one that bring it to you. You actually saying, I hear you, but let me hear what you actually saying. Don't let me hear your own story, your own truth, your own movie. Let me see what you actually want to say. And this is an amazing agreement, guys. When you actually get it and take this amazing agreement, doubt but still listen, you have a great present in your life, because you can filter so much things that do not even relevant to you. You do not take them into your life because they are not your truth, but you still listen and take only the messages that benefits and bring value into your life. I want you to summarize it with me, guys. The fifth agreement is an amazing one, but we will summarize all of them. First, be impeccable with your words. Second, always do your best. Third, do not make assumptions. Fourth, don't take anything personal. And fifth, doubt, but still listen. Thank you guys for listening. I love you so much for having me here with your pleasant mind, with your amazing listening and learning and entertaining with me. I want you guys write me down in the comment if you got the message, and even here and now doubt about my message. It's okay if you do, but still listen. Also, if you like this video, I want you to like the video down on YouTube, because it helps the mighty algorithm of YouTube bring this video on my other videos into another and new audience, to bring this message that we all can develop and communicate with ourselves and the world better, and help make some good for ourselves and to each other. Like the video, comment down below, communicate with me, subscribe to this channel if you have a new value for your life, and also make the notification on because it helps a lot for me as well. Thanks a lot. I love you.